In fact, let me just use the hat today. Ignore my bed, but today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get the girl you want in a social gathering. So please like and subscribe, right? Because I'm trying to make it big, and the game I'm going to be giving you guys is, so stay tuned, okay? If you wanna hear this game, because it's, bro, trust me, I haven't told. I think I've told. No, I haven't told anyone. I haven't told anyone this yet. So whoever watches this video is a lucky guy, right? So like and subscribe so that people can see it. So the first thing you have to do, you have to focus on the whole room, okay? And what do I mean by this? You have to focus on the whole room. You need to be the light of the room, okay? Being the light of the room is like they don't realize that they need the light right now, right? Obviously, when you're in your room, you don't really realize, oh, I need light, so you turn it on, right? Or it's already turned on actually. But once it's turned off, like your electricity is gone, you're gonna think, yo, I need the light, bro. So that's what you have to do. Like, they won't realize that you're the best there. It just comes by you trying to be the best, right? You need to be cautious. Being cautious the whole moment. I'll explain that like after. But it's important being cautious because, bro, I'll explain why it's important and what I mean by that. So you need to get all the girls to require your attention, and this will happen the more you do it, right? The more you be the light of the room. I explain how to be the light of the room after. And attention is important. You need, bro. I can't stress this, bro. If you're ugly or mid or something, right? All you can do is just give the girl attention, okay? Some guys will call you simp, but you're not simping. What you're actually telling her is complete opposite of simping, right? It's basically giving her illusion of making her think that you're better than everyone else there. Because let's just say there's a Chad, right? Well, let's not say a Chad. Let's say there's someone that looks better than you in that social gathering. The social gathering can be anything where there's like a couple girls and a couple guys of your friends, right? Not a party because it's not really the same, right? I'm just doing like a social gathering, like I don't know, you just went to watch movies in someone's house or something. So attention is important. Give all the girls attention, and you have to do that by doing it at the same time, right? You need to be the loudest. Yeah, just be the loudest. But if you're not really the loudest naturally, you have to be the guy that your friends naturally like don't speak as soon as you start speaking, right? And that comes with you actually saying important stuff when you speak. When you say important stuff when you speak, your friends will subconsciously realize, yo, he's speaking, he's gonna say something important, but they don't realize that, but they just don't speak as soon as you speak, right? So you need to start implementing this into your game. I don't really do this because I just waffle for a bunch of time, but I'm normally the loudest, right? And so yeah, and then yeah, importantly, be slightly narcissistic, okay? But don't be completely narcissistic. That's not gonna work, okay? Because they'll just everyone will just think you're an asshole, right? So what you have to do is you have to create this image in their head, the girl's head, all of them, that you're better than what you are, right? And you just think that you're the best there, right? But you don't actually say it, you just act like you are, right? Obviously you can say it sometimes, right? Or you can act like it by speaking to all of the girls there, right? Normally. Or if you're already friends with the girls, then be more than friends than everyone of your friends, right? What I'm trying to say is like let's say there's 5 girls and like 6 guys, right? And all of you know each other, right? But you all know each other like equally, right? But what you have to do is extend that and make it like you're closer to the girls than everyone else, right? Now create like a like an illusion that they always see you instead of you the guy, right? So it's all about illusions, right? If you're not the the prettiest or something, right? So be slightly narcissistic. I can't really give an example for this because I'm just naturally like that. and I just say stuff that make me like. Sometimes I will speak in third person, like Favor once. I don't even know why I said my first name on this, but right, just Favor once. Or Favor is something, right? So just act like you're the guy, right? Like even it's better if you don't if you act like more than who you are than acting like less than who you are. Trust me. I thought someone was listening to what I was saying, bro. Like I can't let people know in my house that I'm speaking about getting girls, bro. Anyways, so yeah, they need to feel like they need your energy and charisma when you're not there, right? And I'll explain what I mean by this, because once you leave the place, you're gonna make them feel like they need you because you was the one that was giving them all attention and you was being the light of the room. Like what I said before, if you turn the light off, you're gonna think, yo, I need the light. Or if the electricity is gone, you're gonna think, yo, I need the light. So it's the same thing, right? They crave attention like you crave, I don't know, dopamine or something, right? As soon as you realize your phone's gone and you lose your phone for a full day, you're gonna think, yo, I need my phone. You're gonna start scratching yourself, bro. It's the same thing with girls and attention, bro. Trust me, right? So actually, bro, fuck it, bro. I'm doing presentation, bro. It's easier, right? So focus on the whole room first. I've already said that. Anyways, bro, what would this do? Okay, it would decrease the woman's anxiety bar. I've explained what the bar is, but in short terms, right? It's like there's that. Well, just think. As soon as you enter the room, right? Look at all the girls and imagine like a blue bar, like a boss bar on top of their heads, right? As soon as you see them like the first time seeing them, just think of it full, right? Full blue, right? There's the anxiety bar. You have to get it down to zero. So how you do that is by speak to them, right? Just being the funniest there. The more fun you are, the 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 blue bar will decrease more, right? So that's what you have to do. Just attack that bar, boom, boom, boom. Just act like you're flipping. I can't even think of a boss game, bro. Just think you're in a game, right? You're attacking the boss, boom, 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 and you get it down to zero. And I explain what you do after that. And trust me, there's another bar that comes after defeating the blue bar, right? And yeah, will decrease the woman's anxiety bar, right? And as soon as you do that, and you're the first person that did that, right? Because they have anxiety bars for every guy, right? Sometimes, but most of the time, well, I'll say most of the time they have anxiety bars for each person, right? The first one to do it has an advantage, right? If you're the first one, you have an advantage over everyone else, right? And so they'll only see you, right? Because you broke the bar first, right? You made her feel safe in the room first, right? And they'll only see you and think about you through the first couple interactions, right? I said this wrong. I said after. I meant to say after the first couple interactions, right? Like, let's just say you spoke to them, right? Individually for like 5 seconds, right? And then you go into the next one. Oh, I wouldn't recommend going. I'll explain that after, bro. But let's just say you spoke to the girl, right, for 5 seconds, and you speak to one of your friends right after, right? Don't think about you while you're speaking to your friend. Trust me, right? I'm the guy that didn't cover this. The guy that doesn't have the red thing on his face, right? Because my face is already covered, but still, um, the other guy is like 6'7", right? And he looks pretty much like me, so he's a taller version of me. So obviously, I'm competing, right? So uh, through this, right? Because I've been with him for a long time, right? Been around girls with him and everything. And this raised like not a competition, right? But it made me realize, yo, I need to be more cautious when it comes with girls, right? And this is how I raised this mentality, right? And now I know this much just because of him. Off topic, right? But me and him, bro, it's fascinating how I would be speaking to a girl, right, randomly. Let's just say a club or something, holiday, anything, right? I was speaking to a girl, and somehow, some way, he's speaking to the friend at the same time, right? But not like in the same place. Like the girls will be separated. Let's say on holiday, right? I meet this girl in a club, right? And I speak to her. Then we go outside to do, I don't know, just jump bars and do random bullshit. And I just see uh, the guy, right, my friend, with a friend. It's every time. He's always there with the friend. So that's how it actually happened. Um, I just started speaking to the one I'm with in that picture. Um, and I just look behind me and I see my friend just speak to the other one. I'm thinking, what the hell, bro? This nigga, bro. Well, even if I'm not allowed to say that. Anyways, so yeah, this is what I said before. Just be socially aware. Okay, you need to be the most socially aware there. You need to understand the eyes of a woman when they're looking at you, and a way you can do that is by comparing the eyes that she gives you compared to the eyes that she gives everyone else, right? And this is important because it makes you realize how different you are from everyone else. If she gives you a different eye, that means she likes you, okay? She wants you, or she's the most interested in you out of everyone in that room. It doesn't matter what kind of eye, right? Even if it's disgust eye, it does not matter. She still likes you over that because the thing is, in their brain, right? They don't see the average guys, right? Like they completely ignore them, so they just look, make a straight face, like a normal face, and look to the other one, normal face, and look at Chad. Oh, there's Chad. Or look at you. Or oh, that's him. Like that's how it works. Like the average guy is invisible to all the women out there, bro. So if it's different, that means she likes you or she's interested in you, right? And yeah, so most of the times you can tell whether she likes you or not. And well, if you can't tell, yeah, I just explained that part, bro. So your goal is to get your goal is to get as many women interested in you, right? Or that require your attention, right? Why? Because we're working in probabilities, not possibilities, okay? Right, bro. I just restarted the. I mean, not restarted. Bro, I paused it because I heard someone coming upstairs, bro. And I just bought creatine. Yeah, while waiting for. Yeah. So yeah, what was that? But yeah, we're working in probabilities, not possibilities, okay? I mean, what's more likely, getting a woman out of five or getting a woman out of one? Getting a woman out of five, obviously. Like, the chances of you getting a woman out of one is low. The chances of getting a woman out of five is still low, but it's higher than one, trust me. Like, we'll need to work in probabilities, right? Not possibilities. And another thing, it makes you more attractive having options, trust me. Once you have options, the more options you have, well, no. If you have a high amount of options, then the more attractive you are, okay? Yeah, this is what I said before. Speak to all of them at the same time, okay? She needs to see that she needs to see that other girls want you, okay? That makes you more attractive and it reduces the blue bar as well, right? The blue bar, like I said, the anxiety bar, she's gonna think, oh, other girls like him. That means he's cool. That means he's not a flipping rapist. That means he's not a murderer. That's how their brain works, bro. So yeah, the more, well, not the more, but if they see other girls liking your vibe, then it makes you more attractive. Trust me. This reduces anxiety levels and raises competition. It raises competition, right? If you don't do anything romantic, like if you don't initiate anything romantic, like at this point, right, it's gonna raise competition because if you do something romantic with another girl, then you have to stick with that girl, bro. But if you're just acting friendly with everyone, right, then yeah, it's gonna raise competition because everyone's going to want your attention, right? They might use another guy to fake attention, but if that happens, then I recommend you to walk around, right, and walk behind the guy, and just look at the girl. Either do this, right, because it's gonna confuse their brain, right? If they actually like you, it's gonna confuse their brain, and if you don't want to do that, like it's a bit risky, but if you don't want to do that, just wave and smile, right? Because this guide doesn't really explain your conversation with her, right? I might do another video with that, like how to speak to them in this moment, but it's just how to get them, right? But don't give her your name. Like, don't say. Trust me, bro. The less important information you give her and ask from her, the better. Trust me. Don't give her your name. Don't ask for her name. Make her ask the questions, the important questions, right? Because you're trying to get her, and you're trying to make sure that she wants you, right? And the ways you make sure that she wants you, or the ways that you actually know that she wants you, if she asks you important questions like, "What's your name?" and if she eventually wants your Insta number, then cool, bro, give it. But I wouldn't recommend you to ask for a number or anything early on, or her name. Even her name, I don't really ask names when I meet girls, right? Yeah, if you choose her, she will feel appreciated because you chose her out of like 5 other girls, right? That's how it works. And she'll like you more, obviously, because you chose her out of like 5 girls. And an example of doing this could be telling them a fake ass story, and it sounds fake. Okay, yeah. You can speak to a large amount of women at the same time by telling a fake ass story. Like, I'd say, bro, when I'm just meet a girl, right, and it's getting dry, like sometimes it gets dry, right, with me, because my brain just thinks logically sometimes. So I need a little bit of liquor just to actually activate. But my brain is too logical for all this, right? And an example of doing this could be telling a fake story. The fake story I say when I just meet a girl, I just say I was in a building, I jumped, I jumped. I mean, I was on top of the building, I jumped, I landed on my 2 feet. It was 30, 100 feet up. I landed. I did 3 backflips while landing, and then I saw 3 guys, hitmen, black suits, glasses, earbuds, all bald. They had guns pointing at me, and I knew what was going on, right? So I started dodging all the bullets. I did 3 backflips in the air while I was dodging one, and then I kicked the 3 of them at the same time with the same kick, and then I just went home. That's the story I always say. But obviously longer, I exaggerate and I talk slower. You need to talk slower and exaggerate, okay? It'll make them laugh, right? Even if the fake laugh, it doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter, bro. Trust me. Because you can still make a laugh generally in other ways, right? But just say that fake ass story. They'll think that you're joking and stuff, and they'll think you're a cool guy. Okay. Now, you've done all this. You've done now. Some people might watch this saying, "Yo, you're doing too much now. Like you're speaking too much and stuff. You're doing too much. Like you started being the loudest in the room. Now speaking to all the girls. Like now you slow down. Now you actually slow down. Okay, what do I mean by this? You start speaking less, and you let the room die down a little bit. Okay, let me go full screen for this shit. Why? It gives the women a sense of loneliness and necessity from you. Okay, like they're gonna want to need you. Once, like, let me give you an example of what you should do. Right? Let's say you're all in a room, right? And what you have to do is just go to the toilet. Okay, just go to the toilet and come back and say, "Oh no." You come back, right, and you ask one of them. This is important. You ask one of them. Don't say it out loud to a room. You just ask the nearest person. You just come from the door, right? The nearest person to your right. Not person, the nearest girl actually. Just ask her, "What did I miss?" Tell her directly, right? Don't tell everyone. Tell her directly. Say, "What did I miss?" If it says nothing, then then you won, right? You're the prize there. And yeah, that's what I miss. It works, right? Now you know you're the one that everyone needs, right? And now this way you defeat the blue bar, okay, the anxiety bar. It's gone. So now you go into the red bar or the purple bar. I don't know what I call it. I think mood bar. Yeah, I call it the mood bar. I think. I'm gonna call it the mood bar because that's what it basically is. Even though anxiety is a mood, I think. I don't know. But yeah, the mood bar is like what she's feeling about you, like how much she likes you and stuff. Did I say the blue bar? Well, the red bar is how much she likes you and stuff. Because it comes right after the blue bar. And the red bar never disappears. Even until you marry her. Even further than that, it never disappears, bro. And there's one rule you have to do. Let me take my glasses off for this. There's one rule you have to do to keep the woman with the red bar. The red bar is very important. What you have to do with the red bar is important, bro. Many nice guys, right? Nice guys make the same mistake, okay? And it's being nice 100% of the time, okay? The difference between the red bar and the blue bar is let me say this. Okay, the blue bar you need to be consistent, a little bit consistent, right? A little way more consistent than the red bar. But a red bar you need to be an asshole sometimes, right? You need to destroy her mood sometimes, okay? The difference between the blue and red bar, another difference is you have to get the blue bar from the red. I mean, from 100% to 0%. For a red bar, you need to get it from 100% to 0% to 100% to 0%. You need to get it up and down, okay? It's like a roller coaster. Like, the red bar is basically just a roller coaster, okay? Like, what's more fun, right? It's what she's feeling at that moment in the roller coaster. What's more fun? A roller coaster that stays high but just stays linear in a straight line, or something that goes up and down. Obviously, the up and down, she likes that more, but she won't actually realize if you give her 100%, 100% of the time, then bro, she's not gonna fuck with it, bro. Their brain works like, obviously, in our neurodivergent brain, we think 100% to 100% is good. Like, obviously, you're giving it the best 100% of the time, right? It's good, but their brain, it doesn't work like that. For us, it's 100% to 100%. For them, that 100% to 100% is 100% to 50%. It just goes like this. Even though in our brain it's still going like this, but the reason is because it's it's the same thing every time. That's what they think. They don't want the same thing every time. That's why they're nice. That's why they like the fucking drug dealers and stuff, because they're gonna ghost them and then come back, and they're probably gonna cheat. They're just gonna do BS and then give them an all-time high again. That's why I recommend you just ghosting a girl for about 2 weeks and then coming back, right? But you need to make an excuse. Like, my excuse is just telling them like way earlier while we're speaking, or like the first time speaking. I tell them we get married in X years, right? I normally say 10 years because I don't want any problems. Like, if I say 5 years and I'm still speaking to them, like, bro, 5 years, she's gonna say, oh, where's my ring? I don't want that bullshit, bro. So I say 10 years. Obviously, they're gonna think it's a joke, but obviously, it is a joke. You're lying, you're straight up lying. But you tell them, oh, we're getting married in next years, right? I tell them 10 years. And what I do, right, they're gonna think it's a joke, and obviously, but you you text her 2 weeks after ghosting her. Say, oh no, you just text her back, right? And you have to have cracked already to do this, okay? You have to have cracked. I don't even know how I'm explaining it. This is no. I'll explain the red bar in another video, okay? I'm explaining too much. This is too much for you. I'll make this another video, right? So yeah, you've transferred to the red bar, okay? You've transferred the red bar. So now you can start isolating, okay? You just go to one girl, but not one girl, right? You start speaking to individual people, right? You don't stick with one girl the whole night. Don't do that. Don't do that. The story I'm going to give you after I had to, but I'll explain why. I'll explain the story after. But yeah, assuming your friends are good at entertaining, right? I mean, you start isolating, assuming your friends are good at entertaining the other girls, right? But let's assume they're not good, okay? If there's a case you need to do, I mean, if that's the case, you need to do no, not penetration, the double the work, okay, to get the one girl, right? Now you just isolate yourself with one girl because you need to do it as quick as possible, okay? What you want out of that day, let's say you want to take her home or something, right? You have to do it quickly. You have to do it quickly. As soon as you isolate it as quick as possible because their friends are gonna get tired. If you're not good at entertaining, they're gonna get tired because they're gonna think, oh, he's speaking to my friend and I'm speaking to a lowly guy that don't even know how to entertain me, right? That's why you have to stick around guys that know how to speak to women. That's why me and that other guy that I said before, bro, we're locked in. We know how to speak to women, right? Right now we're in the same stage. We don't speak to no women because bro, it's too, bro. What's the point, bro? What's the point? We can just get sex. That's it. I don't really want love right now, so there's no really point. There's no point, bro. But yeah, you need to apply double the pressure, right? One or two girls, okay, max two. I'll say, or max three if you can. I normally do two because I can. I've done this all my life. Well, not all my life, but I've done this many times. Okay, I'm not gonna spill the sauce on how to get two. That just reminded me of how I failed a threesome one time. I rejected a threesome like right on the spot. That was so gay of me. Anyways, the reason I said two is because you don't need to isolate yourself with one. In my opinion, two is better. But if you know, I mean, yeah, if you know the two of them are into you, then you create like an imaginary competition between the two and stuff, right? But if they're really on it, like both of them for you, then you can do that, right? If you know that they're onto you, both of them. But if they're not really on the two girls, one guy, then you create like a competition, right? And yeah, so isolate. Um, yeah, I'll leave the handling to your multiple women at the same time to another video, right? And that's the proof right there. Like I put here that I love. This is a club. Um, I'm not gonna explain the story because there's no story. It's basically, bro. This is just proof that I can get more than one at the same time, right? But this is all the proof I have, bro. Like I don't record anything, bro. I don't record. I'm gonna start doing it. Like, oh, I can't even do it. I'm in a point. Never mind. I'm going off track, bro. But I put here that I love both of you. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to get to you at the same time. This is a club, so it's way easier than a social gathering, right? But to do it in a social gathering, this is another video. Let me explain how to isolate yourself with one, bro. Bro. Like and subscribe. Yeah. You apply pressure to tease the girl you want. That was our typo from me there. But you apply pressure to tease the girl you want. You have to tease. Don't You can play and tease. You have to play and tease, okay? Like be touching her and stuff, right? But obviously in a playful way, not in a flipping sexual way where everyone's watching, right? It's gonna think you're a weirdo. You need to touch as much as you no, not as much as you can. Just do it when you want to, okay? And you need to learn. This is too much, bro. I'm giving you too much sauce. I was just about to spill something else as well. But anyways, but occasionally speak to other girls. No, not other girls actually. Other people like your friends and stuff. You need to get your friends to come to you while you're speaking to the girl and interrupt. And now you speak to the guy and you completely ignore the girl, right? At most, you can even say, "Oh, forget her" or something, right? You can gas your friend up. You have to gas him up, right? Like you need to gas him up. You don't, bro. Gassing him up is better than bringing him down to get girls. Trust me. I'm not lying, bro. But yeah, this will work if you entertain her enough before this, right? Like it, like what I just said, like speaking to your friend right in front of her and ignoring her, it won't work if you didn't entertain her before that well enough. Okay, like this is a point where you just get her to entertain you, right? Like she'll start to entertain you, right? She'll start touching you while you speak to your friend and stuff, right? Just push the arm out and stuff, right? Don't do too much. Don't do too much, but just ignore her, right? Don't speak to her while you speak to your friend and gas him up, okay? But um, yeah, if you didn't, she wouldn't wait for your attention, bro. Like trust me, if you didn't entertain her enough, she wouldn't wait for your attention, okay? And you need to make her fiend for your attention, and you do this occasionally, okay? Even speak to the whole room sometimes. I'll say this I'll say you do it once, right? You speak to the whole room once while you're speaking to her, right? Just say, I don't know, you know in the moment, right? Just speak to the whole room and shout something, right? But obviously don't shout like, hey, or just say something to the whole room, right? And yeah, the whole point is not to give it the full attention, right? Because you need to realize that, yo, there's more to him, right? There's more that I don't know. There's more. There's way more, right? And this is what I meant by bringing the thing up and down, up and down, up and down. Because you're not getting it to. At this point, you're not really getting it to 100. You're just playing with that shit, right? And yeah, just play with a flipping red bar, right? And oh shit, yeah, it's the story, bro. Okay, let me put my glasses on for this shit. Okay, right. So I got a story time now, right? And this is an example on how to do it in a social gathering. This is not really a social gathering that everyone can be into because this was just pure luck. Like this happened based on luck, right? Not really luck because we made it, but anyways, I'll explain, right? So this is in on holiday, right? This was last month, so probably the closest example, right? The most recent example actually. And look at me, bro. I'm looking like this, and I'm still getting women, right? But anyways, um, flipping. So me and my friends are just spending time in my friend's room, right? We're just spending time, just passing time till it turns nighttime, and we can go outside, start drinking and fucking bitches, right? But we hear a knock. Like we're playing cards, a card game that we made up by the way on the spot, and we're being loud and stuff because the game was so fun. We were being loud, everyone can hear us in the whole hotel, right? And we hear a knock, like we hear a full knock, right? Like, and one of my friends say open. They open the door and there's two girls. The blonde one here, the blonde one, and the taller one, brunette, right? And I'm thinking, yo, what the fuck is going on, right? I don't know these girls. And so they say, um, oh, we heard you from upstairs. Like, like we heard you having fun and stuff. And this is why I said you have to be having fun. Their followers. Did I say that? I don't think I said that, but yeah, while you're having fun, right? They will follow you, bro. The girls are they're sheeps for fun, bro. They want fun every time. This links with attention, bro. The more fun you're giving her, bro, the more she's gonna like you, right? And yeah, they heard the fun from upstairs, right? And they say, yeah. I shouted, yeah, yeah, come. We're playing cards to drink. We weren't drinking at that moment, but I just said cards to drink. I escalated already, right? And you see how I said it as soon as I realized they were coming. I just said, yeah, come. We're playing cards, right? For drinking. I said it the loudest, so I'm setting the tone. I'm setting the normality for me being the loudest in the room, right? And they come, and the blonde one, right? The blonde one in that picture, she's looking the nicest, right? And we realize, yo, we don't have drinks. I tell my friend, right, and this like it's right behind me in that picture, right? I tell him, yo, we have no drinks. So he went quick to the nearest shop to get a drink, right? And while he was going, I went to go change because I was just wearing like a Burberry swimming shorts and nothing else, right? And I went to the other room. I went to my room because it's right next to that room that we were in before, right? And he calls me saying, yo, I'm getting a shot one, by the way. And I'm saying, yo, no way, no way. Because the blonde one was she was amazing, bro. And the taller one, she was good as well, but I wanted a blonde one, obviously. And he said, no, but the taller was taller than me and stuff. Like he's making that stuff, but I was greedy, bro. I was greedy. I didn't care, bro. I wanted the blonde one. And you see, this is what I mean by socially aware. You realize how I actually won it over him, right? How I won it, yeah, how I won the girl over him. Okay, so we went back. We both went back. He got the drinks. I dressed up nice, white shirt. I'll explain the white being black and wearing black or white shirt. I'll explain that another day. Okay, the importance. So yeah, so we start playing the game. Everyone's playing. We start drinking, and I realized I can't really start making jokes right now because that's not the mood right now. So I decided, yo, I'm gonna be the loudest. What like setting the game, right? Like the rules, making sure everyone's playing. I'll shout everyone's name so the girls can actually learn everyone's name and stuff. And yeah, like I'll purposely make the girls look at me most of the time, right? Like when it's their turn, I'll say, yo, 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 she'll look at me, then I'm pointing at the flipping cards, right? So my brain just went blank, bro. So we're playing the game, I won first. That was the worst scenario, bro. I did not want that scenario because that means I'm out of the game. I can't speak no more. I can't speak to the girls, bro. So I can't give them I can't shift their attention onto me. So what can I do? I decided nothing. I accepted defeat, right? But I realized, yo, no one's actually realizing anything. I'm the most socially aware here. Like I'm realizing there's two girls in our room right now. So, boom, it's the end of the game. Well, towards the end of the game, two people left, and it's the blonde girl and my friend right next to me, right? But my friend's not really playing, so I decide, yo, I'm gonna play for you. Boom. So it's the two of us playing, and now this is the important part of this story, right? Shifting your attention shifting the girl's attention onto you is important, right? What I did specifically is you see how we're playing Uno, by the way, so the Uno cards were in the middle of everyone. So I decided, yo, let me move the cards between the both of us. So let's say, let's say we're all around this circle, right? And the cards were right in the middle. What I did, right? I shifted the cards, boom. So now it was the two of us playing. So now she's just looking at me and the cards, okay? And this is extremely important because now she's ignoring everyone else and I'm ignoring everyone else, and now it's us against the world, okay? Not really, but now it's just us. She's ignoring everyone, I'm ignoring everyone, okay? And that was important. And I was trash talking, I was doing everything. She was trash talking as well. Like I ended up winning. Whoever won didn't matter. Like I can still create something out of that, right? I won. I was just trash talking, and you need to realize this because all of us have like similar looks match. There's probably like three people that looked worse than us that day, like out of the friends. But you need to realize how because she after the game she started rating everyone, right, looks wise, and she wasn't rating numbers. She was rating out like words, right? She said sexy, ugly and cute, right? Cute is the worst one. You don't want to be called cute. She called cute she called the fat one cute. So you don't want to be called that, okay? She called me sexy. Everyone else ugly, and two guys, including the guy, the short one that called me before, cute, and the fat one. So you need to realize, bro, shifting, shifting, shifting their focus from everyone to only you, it changes their perspective of you, right? Even your attractiveness, right? So trust me, shifting attention is the most important thing you're gonna learn in this video. And look, bro, look how ugly I look, and I still can get it, right? Obviously, I'm 6'3", like my body is amazing, gifted, but I still get girls because I'm socially aware. Like height, I wouldn't say it's everything, but it helps me, right? But bro, it's about what you say to the girl, how you say it, and how aware you are. Okay, trust me. And things you have to keep in mind. You love yourself more than you love her, and this sounds so cringe, bro. I don't even want to say this. It makes me puke when I'm saying this. Right, I had to pause it again because someone, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, you have to love yourself more than you love her. It sounds so cringe. It makes me want to puke even saying this. So, what does I mean by this? Is what I said before about being narcissistic. Okay, you need to act like you love yourself more than everyone else there. Okay, it works because their followers. If you love something, they'll start loving that too. Like, bro, trust me. If they like a guy, right, and he happens to watch anime, they'll watch anime because of that. Like, the things a guy loves, right, the girl will end up loving that too. That's how it works. Don't be their boyfriend. Don't be their boyfriend, bro. Boyfriend is the worst thing you can be. You need to be a husband, or the brother, even uncle, bro, or dad. Even uncle, bro. But don't be their boyfriend. That's the worst thing, bro. I can't stress this enough, bro. Being their brother, that means you can speak to other girls and stuff, and you're more attractive to her. Trust me, bro. Most sisters would be attracted to the brother if it was an incest, bro. Older brother, by the way, not younger or something. Because it makes he sets the tone for them jokes, them type of jokes and stuff. Right? You can make jokes with a laugh around, make dark jokes as well. Like even racist, bro. You can say racist bullshit, bro. Like, trust me, bro. Being a boyfriend is the worst thing because, bro, that means you're a cook. Okay. Don't get the details early. That's what I said before. Don't get the details early because just don't do it. Okay. Do it at the end while she's laughing. Say, okay, wait, this is sauce, okay? This is sauce because I'm baiting this out to everyone, right? What I do to get the socials, you have to do it late, okay? Unless I sometimes do it early because there's sometimes I go to the club. I'm just trying to get as many as possible, right? Just for the fun of it. But if I'm actually trying to get a girl, you ask for the details late, okay? Why? Well, I don't even know why. It just works, okay? It works better, okay? Or maybe it's because of you, right? Nah, forget that, bro. Don't get the details early. What I do, this is sauce, so like and subscribe because, bro, I'm spilling this out and I shouldn't because this is actually secret. Okay, what I do is while she's laughing, I completely stop because we're laughing together. Obviously, I'm fake laughing. Even she's probably fake laughing as well. But I stop completely, straight face. She'll probably make a straight face too and lean in. This will be your first time leaning in, okay? Lean in, just lean in a little bit. See what she does, right? If she backs, moves back a little bit, she doesn't really like you, or she's just cautious, or you didn't put the blue bar to 0 already, right? Well, this is just a test. Like, this is just a side quest for this to get her socials, right? Do this while you're doing this, okay? Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna put 3 fingers out. You're gonna speak so slowly, okay? You're gonna say, I want your number, Instagram, and Snapchat. And I'll just say go, 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 while she's trying to say bullshit. Okay? Because sometimes don't make excuses and stuff. Just say go, 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 go. Like, bro, just forget about everything she's saying at that moment. And if she's actually not trying to give it, she doesn't like it, okay? She doesn't like it completely. Most girls will give everything, but one thing you should never do while you're doing this, you need to know the order, okay? Don't say, oh, give me your Instagram, Snapchat, and number. Don't do it in that order, because it makes it look like you're trying to go closer to her, like Instagram, where everyone can be, Snapchat where her friends can be, number where only her family, close friends, and boyfriend can be, right? So you need to mess up the order, okay? Just ask for number first, Instagram, Snapchat. Just mess up the order. I normally say number first, and then whatever goes to my mind first after the 2, right? After number, okay? Be more fun around the friends, okay? 1, it will like increase the chances of you going to our friends, and 2, it'll make you more fun. It'll just make you more fun. 3, it'll raise the competition. 4, she'll like you more, obviously. 5, you'll be more likely to be invited and more stuff with the girls, right? You can even invite them to the club, and they will say, yes, we're going with you, of course. Yeah, mess with the feelings, the red bar. Let me put a screen for this. Mess with the feelings, the red bar, or her mood. I don't even know. I don't have a name for that yet. Okay. Mess with the feelings. Just put it up and down, because it's, like I said, roller coaster. Don't get it from 100 to 100% every time. Don't do that shit, bro. It's bullshit, bro. You're just being a nice guy, but they don't like nice guys, bro. So you need to mess with that shit. What I do, this is completely off topic. Well, it's not off topic, but what I do with girls to keep it going up and down, I just ghost them for months, bro. Oh, not months, okay. Max, I'll do 2 months, and I'll come back, and they'll start giving attitude and stuff. But I just say, we're still getting married in X days. X years and X months. They'll start thinking, yo, he actually remembers that shit. And that's when the attitude will lower, right? So it's easy at that moment. And you can make jokes with that. Okay, you can keep spamming it as much as you can, bro. Just keep, not as much as you can, as much as you want, okay? You can say as much as you want, it don't matter. They won't get tired of that. Make them feel safe around you and your friends. Be fun, not boring. It's self-explanatory. They don't want to feel like there's something's gonna happen and stuff. Just be fun. Don't forget about everything that could happen, bro. Like, if you're not fun, they'll start thinking about, yo, what if a robber comes into the house and start robbing, bro? You just have to distract them of all the bad things that could happen, right? So yeah, this is the end of the video. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to make it big. Yeah, I'm trying to retire my family. I'm trying to not work a 9 to 5. Yeah. So yeah, like and subscribe so I can probably buy a mic. I don't know if this mic is good. I haven't tested it yet. But yeah, like and subscribe. Bye.